Now we got 2022 most underrated rappers of the year. It was a lot. I couldn't fit on one, you feel me, picture. It was a lot of words, but y'all know what I mean. But let's get into it. We got honorable mentions. This is one of the only categories I got honorable mentions for, and this was a fun category to make. I get to show love to everybody, but this category in specific got a lot of the same thing. You're gonna hear a lot. You're gonna hear me say a lot of the same thing. That's all I'm saying. They got a theme. Assassin. Assassin's one of them. I love his image. He got the ski mask on every time you see him, and it's just something that the fans just it just adds to his character and adds to his aura and his music. Just having that, and you feel me? I don't know why, but he spells assassin with one S. I don't know, but you feel me? It's different though. I don't know why assassin putting a mask on. I understand it goes hand in hand, but yeah, man, assassin. He has a unique flow, a unique sound, a unique voice that doesn't you can't compare it to anybody else in drill rap. And once you do that and you actually saying something or you flowing on it, I'll fall in love with it. You feel me? That's all you need for drill rap is that have a good flow and a good voice. You feel me? A lot of drill rappers can't do them two things. But yeah, man, Assassin, again, the only thing that's holding him back is his consistency. He drops one or two dolo tracks, and I think he's done way more dolo tracks at the end of 2022, so shout out him for that. But in 2023, I need a lot more dolo tracks. I need him to drop once, twice a month, and if he doesn't want to do that, if you do the features, do one feature, one single a month, that's fine. But 800 as a whole, I think just need to be more consistent, and they've done that in the last couple months. I can say that, but yeah, man, I'm fucking with Assassin music a lot. Shimi. Man, I'm a big fan of Shimi. I think, again, what's holding him back is consistency. He's dropping once every 2-3 months. That's just not going to work for Drew Up unless you drop him hits. You got to drop hits. But Shimi, he has, again, like, some of the most underrated music. I don't know how I got him in honorable mentions, but we'll see who's top 10 right now. But Shimi, again, every song he's dropped in 2022, I think I've liked a lot. Like, he just has that unique voice again, bro. I don't know how, but he doesn't do the whole deep voice thing. He just works around his voice that God gave him. You feel me? And I'm fucking with the flow, and he's gonna he's gonna have bars here and there if you listen closely. And again, if he just dropped, I think he dropped like only a couple singles and then a couple features. You feel me? And all of them were fire. I'm not gonna lie, no dick sucker shit. All right, now we got top 10. Juan Bills. Same thing with Juan Bills, consistency. You feel me? That's the theme of this category. Consistency. If y'all was to drop once, twice a month, they would be in way better spots. But Juan Bills, I think he's dropped the Be Love song, the Be Love feature, and the C Blue feature, the Red Light, Green Light, and maybe a couple performances or songs here and there. But regardless of the fact, he needs to be more consistent. That's what's holding him back. And I just think he has that natural deep voice that he doesn't do the extra shit. I've seen him in, I think, Booba videos where he's just talking normal and it's super deep. You feel me? I think Booba was making fun of him for that. But regardless of the fact, I don't think he's Quelly Woo. He's not faking his voice. I think he really has a deep voice like that, and it's perfect for drill rap. And I think he again has the bars, the double entendres. You feel me? He's gonna say some real shit in this track. You feel me? That's why I fuck with drill in general, drill rap in general. That's why I fell in love with Brooklyn drill. But moving on, number 9, we got Yagi B. Yagi B is one of them where he's gonna bring that energy, bro. Like, I've seen him on so many tracks have that feature that carries everybody else. He did the best out of everybody else, and the other people on the track were set the trend. You feel me? And he had the best verse. I don't know if set the trend beyond this year because he be doing too much with his voice, doing the deep voice stuff. But Yagi B, he never does too much. I think he does. I think he could be a star for DOA, and that's what really confused me with DOA is when K-Fly got locked up, it was like the ball is in their court. You feel me? Everybody left. I mean, I said everybody left. K-Flock left, and everybody was still here, and it was like, what are y'all gonna do? Set the Trend went crazy. C Blue dropped consistently. Dougie went ghost. Yagi went ghost. Not went ghost, but they didn't drop as much as I thought they would. And Jo, same thing. Jo's another one of them that he need to drop way more. But Yagi, I'm fucking with Yagi a lot. I just think, again, consistency is the killer of a lot of drill rappers. You feel me? Gotta stay in people's faces. When you're at that level where you're not like when you're not getting hundreds of thousands of views to millions of views, you gotta stay consistent. That's the only thing that's gonna hold you back. You feel me? We seen with Shy G's. Shy G's for the longest time was quality over quantity. He was dropping once every 2 months, once every month. He would drop a feature with like SLIXZZ, or drop a feature with someone from 800 like Nesty. I think him, Nesty, and Dinero LV dropped a song. Like he would do that, but it wouldn't stick. And then a new op song pop off, and then it was like Shaggy's just the wheels started turning for him. He was like, "Hey, I'm dropping every month or every 3 weeks." You feel me? Now he dropped 2 songs. That new op song came out in November. It's the start of January. You feel me? I just think YAGI B and a lot of these other droppers need to do the same thing, because you see where that got CIGGYs and a lot of other droppers just by being consistent. Alright, number 8, we got CJ Goon. Free CJ Goon. I think his biggest problem is staying out the way and staying out themselves. I know a lot of the reason he can't do that is because the Cosby on dick. I understand that, but man, I think he fights some crazy shit right now. Hopefully, free him. Hopefully he get out. But regardless of the fact, he's a legend in Bronx Drill. He's the reason the Talk Facts song came out, and it was so heavy. Like, it was so like people were disrespectful when that Talk Facts song, because CJ Goon did D-Thing and the How You Have Real Shot song. So it was like D-Thing responded to that in the Talk Facts song initially, and it was like that was really a back and forth. Unfortunately, he was locked up again at that time when Talk Facts came out, so he couldn't respond. I think that is where he would first drop the ball. You feel me? Understand? Cosby on dick, whatever. But he ended up coming home in 2022. I think it was like February, March, April, something like that. And then he got locked right back up in the summer, whatever the case may be, for CJ Goon. But again, he has the perfect voice for drill rap. And I think if he stay out of trouble and be consistent, because he was pretty consistent when he got home, but if he was able to get out, keep that consistency up, I think he could be a top player, especially when Shy K and you from the whole OY situation out the window. It's just basically Cortland, the Mitch, and Highbridge. Highbridge got Wody. The Mitch got Winter the Brat. Jeff Loke's locked up right now. Cortland's the only one that really got factors right now. Hopefully the Mitch and Highbridge can get some factors, but Cortland got some factors right now. B.Dot Goon. You see Booba Savage right here. CJ Goon. There's so many people that can be a factor for Cortland that just having troubles being consistent, like Lefty not being consistent. I know he dropped the EP and shit, but I'm trying to see him do music videos and all that. But again, CJ Goon, B.Dot Goon locked up, and they're factors. You feel me, for Cortland. But let's keep it pushing. Number 7, M.EBK. M.EBK, the Off the Mud Part 2, undoubtedly a hit. Him, JB SLIXZZ, and Eddie G's over here. You feel me? They did their thing. Not gonna lie. Eddie G's had like two lines, but it was okay. But JB SLIXZZ, that was one of his first tracks ever. M. Dot, he's been doing this. So when I seen M. Dot on this track, because that was my first time noticing M. Dot or seeing him at all. So when I seen him on that track, I went back and listened to a lot of his music, a lot of quality tracks. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of quality samples. I'm hearing samples I never heard of, quality music in general. And yeah, I think he reminds me a lot of DaBaby, because when DaBaby popped out and had that tape that I think was Baby on Baby that just hit, everybody went back to listen to his old albums, his old music. It was the same thing. It was like that energy, that it was like the quality music. And I think M.EBK reminds me a lot of that situation. Definitely not the same thing, but y'all know what I mean. And I can't wait for M. Dot to drop in 2023, because I think off the Mud Part 2, he need that second hit. That's what I'm waiting for. Is Eddie G's gonna drop a hit? M. Dot, JB SLIXZZ, they all need to drop hits after Off the Mud Part 2 just to solidify themselves in this drill rap. Number 6. My bad, my voice all fucked up. But Melly G from 800. I think again he's just able to work TikTok, have his verses go viral on TikTok. I don't know how. I don't know if it's his voice. His voice is definitely different from everybody else's. But man, he just needs to make his own YouTube channel and just be consistent on there, put up quality tracks, and just put up quality music videos as well. If he was to do that, I think no doubtably he'd be a star. My bad, I'm stuttering and shit, but y'all know what I mean. Just make your own YouTube. Don't be going on Nesty's channel. I know you want to show love to your brother. I think they're brothers, blood brothers, but regardless of the fact, he need to drop his own music. The features with 800 is fine. With Assassin Nesty, it's fine, but you gotta make your own music, and you feel me, carve out your own way in this shit. And I think Melly can do that. I think Melly can put on for 800. But moving on, number 5, we in the top 5. Josh Sav. Josh Sav is fire, man. Free him. I think he's locked up right now, unfortunately, from Polo Grounds, Harlem. he puts out a lot of good music, and I think drill rap just came easy to him. Just rapping in general came easy to him. I'm seeing every track. I never hear like a messed up flow or nothing ever sounds wrong with his tracks. You feel me? The only thing I think he doesn't blow up is because he doesn't do like the samples for real. Like he'll do the samples here and there. Yeah, doesn't be consistent, and he doesn't do the samples for real. But he's a very disrespectful artist, and he'll be like Sage Really. He'll do the double entendres with you. So you gotta think like, oh, that was a diss because he did that, and then you feel me? You gotta think about it a lot more. And I love music like that. That's why I fell in love with just rap and drill rap in general, Brooklyn drill, because of the double entendres that I had to listen to twice or 10 times, and I'll still get a bar that I didn't hear last time. But Josh Sapp makes fire music. Again, consistency. Just drop more music videos. And you feel me? He be having features with like the Drillies, like Ewu and I say Drilly. Fire. Go check out his music. And then number 4, Rich NUNU. Man, I'm surprised Rich NUNU hasn't blown up right now. I don't know why. I just think it may be because he doesn't do a lot of features with other people. That's the hardest thing for Brooklyn drill, and that's been the biggest problem with just Bronx drill and Brooklyn drill in general. Bronx drill was easier to blow up because you got people from the same block that's making quality music, and there could be 3-4 of y'all on the track, and that originated in Brooklyn because the 22Gs and the Woo tracks and the Cho tracks, those were fire at first. But Rich NUNU, he really only makes music with him and Rich Glizzy, and I think he has a song with OMB JD here and there, but Free JD, he locked up. But again, quality music from Rich NUNU. I don't understand how he hasn't blown up. Man, this song right here that I took the screenshot from, go listen to that. That's different. That really ain't, like, it is drill, but I don't know, man. Y'all just gotta listen to it. I forget what, let me look it up right now, because I be listening to that shit a lot. And that shit came out all the way in the summer. What was it, Level Up? I think it was Level Up. Yep, it was Level Up. That's a fire track right there, Rich NUNU, Level Up. And yeah, man, Rich NUNU, I don't know how he hasn't blown up yet. Again, from Brooklyn, been doing his thing for a while now, and he needs his flowers. Oh shit. Okay. What the fuck? Let me make sure I don't leak anything. Okay. I don't know why it's acting weird. Top 3. VELLZ. VELLZ, this on the radar freestyle. What the fuck? I'm about to leak my shit. VELLZ, I was listening to him before this on the radar freestyle. I think you can go back to last year where I was saying he was up next, but I don't know what happened around this time last year. He ended up going ghost, not dropping any music, and then coming back in the summer right before Didi Osama blew up and changed his name to Velly Osama. And then it was like Didi Osama blowing up, and then the Osama name was already taken for real, and he just went back to VELLZ, and he ended up having an indictment over him. They were saying he was the leader of 300 and 300 blend out brims and all this stuff. Ended up having a situation, ended up going in I think end of October, early November, and this on a radar freestyle dropped and it went viral. This was fire. I don't gotta say too much. If you listen to it, you know how talented Velly is. But he's been making tracks like the first track. He hasn't made a lot of tracks like the second beat. Like, y'all know what I'm saying. The second beat was like some real shit. He was spitting. Like, you feel me? If I get locked up, no one's gonna be there for me. But the first track where he was talking this shit, that's what the type of music he makes, like the high energy. You feel me? He's getting into it, and I love Velly music. I think he's super underrated. A lot of people from 300, from Yonkers, man, they're so underrated. I don't know how they haven't blown up. Maybe because they not associated with anybody from the Bronx or nothing. But they are associated with DOA. It don't matter. I don't know. But again, Sheeny, Velly on this list. Moolah could be on this list, low key. But yeah, Velly, if he was to say, if he didn't take that break in 2022, I think he would be in a such higher place, be at a such higher level right now. But for me, he took like a 6-month break. But he did drop a EP or like an album, 10, 11, 12 tracks. So you can go listen to that. The fuck you keep doing that for? Should get me tight. Okay, number 2. Sage Really. Sage Really. Again, the common theme, consistency. Consistency for Sage Really hasn't been tough. He's been dropping tracks, but he wants to drop tracks with his homies, with the features. I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm not gonna lie. Put your block on, that's fine. Put it on Nate's channel. don't ruin your channel and ruin a fan base you created by putting 5 straight tracks out of your artists or your guys that don't add anything to the track. It's like I'll listen to 5 straight tracks, 5 straight uploads from CIGGY in a 3-4 month span, and they're all features with him and his man's never does anything on the track. You feel me? Bronx Drew is supposed to be like you putting your mans on, but they're supposed to be fired too. It's never really that. I'm not trying to downplay them. Show love to your mans, but put them on their channel. Don't ruin your channel. Like on your channel should be singles and fire features here and there that other artists do. Like CIGGY and Ewu, if they would adopt a track, okay, put that on CIGGY's channel or Ewu's channel. That's fine. But all I'm saying is you gotta put people like that on your channel, and if you give them a feature, let them put it on their channel so they can eat and get a fan base from your fans that fuck with their music. Cause I'm probably not the, I know I'm not the only one that don't like the music. I ain't say that right, but you feel me? There's other people that like that feature probably that CIGGY has with his mans, and they probably want to look for him, and they can't because it wasn't on his channel. It was on CIGGY's channel. I don't know if I'm making sense of that, but basically CIGGY just need to drop more heat by himself, singles by himself, and if he wants to do features, that's fine. But do it on top of you being consistent on your own channel with the singles. Making sense? I think he dropped like 3 solo tracks this year, and this was one of them. But this was fire. Unfortunately, it went viral because the little TJ thing, but it is what it is. But no, I think both tracks got like I think the Hazard Lights got 500K in the original video. But shout out to CIGGY. At number 1, I don't even know who this is. I forget. CIGGY BLACC, another Brooklyn drill artist. I don't understand how he hasn't blown up yet. CIGGY BLACC, man, the samples, he really started doing the samples first, or one of the first people to start the samples. I ain't gonna label him them first because I know that gets deep. But CIGGY's been doing these samples and he's been doing his thing for a while now, bro. Like he really I remember he used to be with Max the Demon with the deep voice, super deep voice. I didn't really like him, but then Max the Demon went ghost, and Sage really came out the woodwork, reinvented himself, reinvented his sound, and I'm like it damn near every track he drop. Unless it's like not if it's like a love drill track, I ain't really feel with that, cause you feel me, I'm trying to get some high energy, trying to hear some shit. You feel me, spin a block, I don't know. I just dropped though. But yeah, man, CIGGY switch it up. Like I said, you do the love drill, but that ain't me. But yeah, man, CIGGY got the bars too. He gonna say some shit, and I don't know how he's still not signed. I'm looking at a lot of, I don't want to hate on nobody else, but I'm seeing a lot of Bronx drill rappers. I think I'll take CIGGY over a lot of Bronx drill rappers that are signed right now. And it's very unfortunate that you feel me, Brooklyn's left in the dust right now, and it's like Brooklyn's so divided, and it's like CIGGY's side, you got CIGGY, him and 2-6 is cool, and that's pretty much it. And they haven't done any tracks together for real. And then like Rich NUNU earlier, him and Rich SLIXZZ is the only one that's really doing tracks together, and it sucks because everybody's so divided. That's why 4-1's thriving now, because they got 7 different artists that can make music. Although Kyle Rich, Jane Carter, and Tata making a lot of music together, we seen the 4-1 bop, the 4-1 freestyle, the 4-1 cypher all go viral because it had everybody on it and everybody did their thing. You see D-Bill's in the mix now, and D-Bill's been in the mix, but you feel me, he's getting features from Kyle Rich after he got signed now. And I just think that's what Brooklyn's missing, man, unfortunately. And I know you feel me, politics are all in the way, but hopefully, you feel me, we see more people come up from Brooklyn and they sides and get in the studio so we can get more tracks with 3-4 people on it, because that's really like what New York drill is about, bro. Like I remember Brooklyn drill 2018, 2019. I wasn't really a big fan of, I didn't really catch on to Brooklyn drill until like 2019, but even then 2019, 2020, everybody was doing tracks with each other. And same with Bronx drill in 2021, everybody was doing tracks like Dougie B, C-High, See It Blue, Set the Trend, or that EOS. I'm pretty sure that's a song. And then he had the other one with like YAGI. Yo, there was so many like good tracks that came out those 2 eras, and I just hope we get back to that eventually. Because CIGGY's been doing a lot of good singles, and hey, he's flooding the streets with that. I'm fucking with it, but I just think he needs to figure out what can blow him up or what TikTok can gravitate towards. But yeah, that's the list. Hey, if you're gonna get on my ass, oh, it's most underrated, I argue 1 or 2 spots, don't do that, bro. We just here to have fun. But you feel me? Y'all can give y'all suggestions who I had off. Again, this is just my list. You feel me? Give your opinions down in the comments.